Okay, so dealing with irrational solutions, that's really where completing the square is going to really come in handy for you and make solving easier to handle, because you're going to have a radical. So if we look at our first example here, all right, well, I know that that's not a perfect square trinomial, so be careful, because you know that 2 plus 2, or 2 times 2 is equal to 4, but 2 plus 2 is not going to work out and give me 2. So I'm going to move this 4 over, so that's going to become x squared minus 2x, and that's going to be equal to 4. Okay. My b term here is equal to 2, divide by 2, square that, that's still going to give me 1. So now I'm going to add 1 to both sides. So that's going to give me x squared minus 2x. I'm going to write up above here, add 1, add 1. Okay. So that's going to give me x squared minus 2x plus 1, and that's going to be equal to 4 plus 1 is 5. All right. Now, the left expression is a perfect square trinomial, and it's a perfect square trinomial of x minus 1 squared, and that's equal to 5. Okay. Well, just like before, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. All right. Now, this becomes x minus 1 is equal to, now 5 is not a perfect square. It's an irrational answer. So this is going to become plus or minus the square root of 5. So the easiest way to answer this, so I'm just going to add 1 to both sides. Now, these are not like terms. I cannot combine them. So my answer is going to be x is equal to, now you can say this two ways. You can say square root of 5 plus 1, or square root of negative square root of 5 plus 1. Now, the easier way for me, I think the best way to answer that would be x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5. Now, there's a couple reasons we'll get in deeper into why this is a better way to write your answer in terms of the answer above, because specifically, well, I can talk about it real quick. Specifically, it's a quadratic formula. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, talking about this here, that's square root of 5. Well, in terms of our quadratic formula, this is your square root of b squared minus 4ac. So if you were to take the quadratic, use that original trinomial and use the quadratic formula on that, that's how it would work out and simplify to that manner. So I think it's easier to write it this way so that it's similar to your quadratic formula, and it's also easy to identify your plus or minus notation. All right. Now let's do the second one together, because this is another irrational. So we're going to talk about this. Again, I'm going to move that 46 over, so we're going to minus 46. So it's going to be x squared plus or minus 16x is equal to negative 46. All right, my b is equal to 16 divided by 2, and then we're going to square it. 16 divided by 2 is 6. 6 squared is going to give me, hold on, wait, nope. 16 divided by 2 is not 6, it's 8. 8 times 8 is going to give me 64. So we're going to add 64 to both sides. So that's going to be x plus 8 squared, and then that's going to be equal to 64 minus 46 is going to give me 18. Okay, so again, just like we did on the left problem, we're going to take the square root of both sides. So this is going to give me x plus 8. That's going to be equal to plus or minus. Now, make sure that you simplify your radical. The highest perfect square that goes into 18 is going to give me 18 divided by 9. 18 divided by 9 is 2. It's going to be 9 and 2. So to simplify this left radical, or this right radical, would become 3 square root of 2. Okay? So now, just like before, I'm going to subtract from both sides. So this is going to be x is equal to negative 8 plus or minus 3